I'll make a start. Oh, you're already recording.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
It's recording. You go.
All right. Hey, what's up? So I'm Kendall. This is the long overdue van tour of phase one. So I've got the solar panels on the roof. That was kind of priority one. And I've got the Starlink satellite just sitting in the windshield. The lazy man's way of doing it. And let's come check it out here. So we'll start with the back, I guess. This is the garage. So the tote. So when I'm done surfing, I stand in here, pull my, dripping wetsuit off, and this is how I, prevent getting tons of water in the van. And I've got this 5-gallon jug here with the electric pump. So I technically have running water, which is kind of sick. Inflatable paddleboard. Tools and extra junk in here. Skateboard, bike helmet, bike pump. We've got 2 bikes. So this is my Polygon D7 mountain bike, full suspension, and a Jamis Renegade. This is a gravel bike.
That's so cool.
Yeah, we'll run around the side here quick. All right. So it's like pretty basic right now because I haven't done the actual interior build yet. But twin bed, so the solar panels come in through the roof into this power station, which you can see down here on the floor. So yeah, I don't really have to do anything with it. It usually stays pretty full, even when it's cloudy and stuff. And then if it's pouring rain, I can actually charge it while I'm driving around. So
How long does it last?
pretty much all day. So
So one day. If you don't drive for a few days, is it a problem?
usually I don't have to charge it while driving because the sun does its thing.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's pretty sick. And then work and personal laptops here. And this is a fridge. Basically, I just buy fruit and protein bars and stuff, and then I just pick up food on the go. Eventually, I'll have an actual kitchen in here. So the plan for the build essentially is I'll have a raised up bed back here sideways, and then the bikes will go underneath, take the front wheels off, little kitchenette here, and a desk in this spot, insulation, and then a ceiling fan up here so that, dude, it gets so hot in here when it's 80 degrees out.
Dude.
You.
House. Hell yeah.
Yeah, so if it's 80 degrees out, it's 95 in here. It gets so hot. So getting the ceiling fan put in will be a huge improvement, and insulation obviously because it's just a pop can right now. It's just a tin box. So, and then it gets cold at night too. But yeah, so this is my tech drawer, all my camera gear, microphones, Theragun, from all the paddling. And then here I just have paper towels and
Essentials.
toothbrush. Yep. So
Trash. That's so
yeah,
cool.
it's pretty simple.
Well done.
I have 2 pairs of pants. I wear the same thing every day. And then
Yeah, exactly. Are these the only clothes you have?
pretty much, yeah. So this is a bag of t-shirts, and then socks and underwear, but yeah, just go to a laundromat once a week and gets the job done. It's pretty sick.
Works. What do you use this for? Put your board?
Oh yeah. So you can just
Go.
stand there. I'll show you how I still a little wet, but
Are you guys down to have breakfast before the second session? I
Yes.
need
Yeah, I'd be down.
American pancakes, French toast, sugar, fat. How are these muscles gonna work if I don't have any of that?
exactly.
Do you
So,
need
yeah.
help? No.
Just a couple bungee cords. The back kind of sits on that lip back here. I do this one first. and it's backwards. Let's see. Yeah. All right, so I do that one first, and then this is just for extra security back here. I just kind of let the leash dangle, but
This is really nice.
super
It
solid.
works really well.
And then the wetsuit, you know, let it drip dry on the mirror for a little while. Then I bring it in here, loop it through the belly, hang it up.
Okay. And let it drip.
And then that's, I also use the tote for that. So I'll bring it up front. Usually I'll shut the door there and I'll blow this fan at it. So let it blow on this side, then I flip it around like that, and then I'll do this. And then once that's dry, then I turn it inside out and I do it all over again every day, and then I get it wet, go surf, start the whole process over. So it's,
You take
it's
care
just
of
a
your
daily
suitable.
struggle. But it's worth it. Surfing's super fun, good exercise.
Nice.
And, no better way to live.
So how long are you planning to stay in this?
Forever. I mean, probably at least a few more years. And yeah, just being like mortgage and rent free, you save a lot of money. And I'm just trying to
travel.
invest that so I can retire early, hopefully. So.
Nice. So you want to retire early so you can keep traveling?
Yeah. Yeah, it'd be sick to just be able to create more and travel more and surf and, you know, go mountain biking or snowboard trips or skate trips. That's what life's about, is just having more fun and staying healthy. And I don't know, I don't need Ferraris and, you know, material to be happy. I just want to be outside. So
Nice.
yeah, that's it, I think.
Okay.
Any other questions?
No, when are you planning to start the full build?
The full build. So like the interior, I'm driving back to Minnesota in May, kind of for the summer. So it'll probably take me a month or two, and that's gonna be like this summer project. So
Okay.
should hopefully look a lot different in here and not just kind of an empty shell. But honestly, like
Honestly,
for
it's
people-
great.
Yeah, for people
Like, it's
just looking to
perfectly
get started,
fine.
like, you know, this was maybe a couple thousand, like between the solar setup and, you know, just bed and miscellaneous things. Like, you don't need a lot to get started.
Yeah, no, I think this is great because I have been wanting to do something like this, but I've always postponed because of the, you know,
Yeah, it's
want
easy to
to
get
build the whole
Overwhelmed.
thing.
Yeah, it's easy
Yeah.
to get overwhelmed with like, oh, I got to do this full build right away. It's fun to just like the solar panels and like the Starlink and stuff, like that allows me to work. Like that was priority one basically. But I've gotten to like try it out and figure out like what I need to do next, and you know, experiment with the layout and so on. So now that I've kind of lived in it and I know like what layout I want and, you know, what different functions that I need it to do, I think that's better than building it a certain way and then realizing like, oh, I don't actually like this layout and I want to, you know,
After thousands of
redo
dollars and
every-
hours
yeah,
of
exactly.
work.
Start all over again, or,
Yeah,
you know, so
makes sense. Well done.
yeah.
Good luck. We want to see the video of the full build.
Yeah, I'll be filming the process for sure. I've got some stuff about like the solar build and how I did like the custom roof rack, which was like,
Yeah.
did it pretty cheap. It was like $100, but people buy like $1,000 roof racks, and you can just buy like Unistrut, which is made for like electrical mounting, and you know, cut that to length, use a couple nylon bushings and like 3-inch M8 bolts, and just, it's a low profile rack setup. It's super cheap. and then threw a couple 200 watt Renogy panels on the roof. So it's 400 watts of solar, 768 watt Bluetti AC70 power station. And yeah, honestly, it was like $1,000 or $1,200-ish, I would say, for that whole solar setup. And then there's people that'll have like, the old way of doing it was like buy the batteries, you'd have a inverter, charge controller, all this stuff, and they'd have like a whole like thing mounted on the wall, whereas like a complicated electrical setup. But these like little power stations make it so much easier to just like get started, get it done, get on the road, so you can go surf. For your full build, are you planning to use the inverter, batteries, etc., or keep using this? I think I'm just gonna buy a bigger one of those, because I think I'm gonna do an induction cooktop instead of gas, because you can do propane and stuff, but then I have to worry about like mounting a propane tank. Like, you can do an undermount external one, or you can build a propane locker inside the vehicle, but yeah, then you have like the hazards of gas leaks and like explosions and yeah, if you have a crash, maybe it's not the best thing to have in the car. I might throw one more 200 watt panel on the roof just to have 600 watts of solar. I think I can overlap the brackets a little bit to just kind of squeeze them together more, as long as I still have room for the ceiling fan where I'm going to put a 14-inch hole. So if I can fit another solar panel on, have that vent, and then a bigger power station, I think an induction cooktop would be solid. So, and some lights, like just some little puck lights, which those don't take much power. Do you have lights in here? No. Right now? Right now I just have this little lamp. It's just clamped on here. This is like $14 from Target. But it's like, it's when you have everything closed and it's pitch black outside, like this is just like a cozy little bedside lamp that's enough to see, you know, if I'm getting ready for bed. So super simple. It also doesn't draw much attention. Like, if I have these closed, there's a little gap up top actually, and so if you're like walking past, you can't really see it, but if you crouch down, you can see the light above the curtains in this gap here. But so the fact that that's kind of dim is good for like stealth camping in the city. So yeah, great. Well done. Yeah. Cheers.